everybody. Um, so today is Friday, and of course it's ruled by Venus. And so here I am again to give a sermon from the mound of Venus. And you can probably hear I'm a little bit under the weather today. I've got a bit of a head cold, and that's because there's so much going on in my head. But it is coming from my heart. I'll explain what I mean. So I'm run down because I've been overworking in a labour of love. And it's because we're coming up to the tickets going on sale next week on the 22nd of the 2nd, a very auspicious date, two being about coming together, for my new stage show, Yantra, which will be premiering August the 2nd at the Edinburgh Festival in Scotland. And it's that final push to birth this creative project. Now, because it's a labour of love, I don't mind. It gives my life meaning and passion and purpose. And I'm so excited to share it with you, just like a mother or a father, presenting their child to the world. Our creative children are as dear to our heart. And what motivates me is love for our global family, because it is so soul sick. We are all part of the one world soul, and there's never been more mental health issues on the planet. Never been more people suiciding. I've had 2 friends suicide in the last year, and it's a flag that the collective mind is sick, and it takes the psyche. The word psyche means butterfly. It's a Greek word. It also means soul, and it also means cure. So in the ancient world, before the rise of the empires like Rome that stamped out women's wisdom traditions, like the Grail, the subject of my latest book, The Grail, people would go to the theatre. That was the ancient cure for mental illness. And through ritual theatre, being initiated in this dark womb-like environment, they would be shown an enacted mythos which maps the inner terrain, the inner landscape of our soul. Because we tend to think often the word psyche means mind, but it doesn't. It means soul. So only the soul can heal a sick mind. A mind cannot heal a psyche, the other way round. So all of the rational approaches to mental health are in vain. It's literally madness. It's mental, literally, our approach. So hence I'm so excited to unveil this offering with you. And we know that, the mind is out of balance because there's this preoccupation with safety. And the more we obsess about needing to feel safe, that is flagging that fear is running us, which is the rational self, the disconnected small self. And the more fear runs the show, the more we contract. And it's understandable. We have, mainstream media sort of generating fear to keep the collective in a state of contraction, unable to think clearly. When we're traumatized, we go into a state of cognitive dissonance. So don't get distracted by the karma drama of that which you can't personally affect. Television is not healthy for our psyche. Watching the news is not healthy for our psyche. If we can't get in and actively do something. So instead we need to focus on our labour of love, on what it is we can do to make the world a better place. How can we show up with our gifts to make a difference, to be the change? So people speak today about acts of service being one of the love languages. You know, yes, there are many love languages. I feel that we are here to cultivate all of them, to express all of them. And the only thing getting in the way of that is fear. So in my show, I take people through a journey of our 7 universal fears. And like Durga, the goddess who slays the demons, we slay the fear but with love. Yeah, we transmute it into the 7 expressions of love. And this is what gets us out of the underworld, out of the pit of despair and depression and anxiety, which is where a lot of the collective are, stuck in the dark. Because in the ancient world, it was the priestesses that would help people out of the labyrinth, out of that neural pathway that takes somebody who has gotten themselves out of the darkness. And I understand, because I suffered depression dearly, yeah, for many, many months at a time, usually 9 months at a time in my early 20s, which is a full gestation period. But I didn't understand that a journey to the underworld was a journey to the womb of the Great Mother for rebirth. So we need to change the aperture ring. We need to change our perception of mental health and support and midwife people that are in that descent process through a rebirth, a soul rebirth, as it was known in mysticism. Khalil Gibran, the wonderful prophet, well, he was a prophet that wrote the Prophet, said, work is love made visible. And love does take work. Yeah, we need to show up, whether it's doing the work on ourselves to heal or showing up in relationship. Yeah, putting in the effort to understand each other. Or whether it's a commitment to a project that means the world to your heart. Yeah, without commitment, there's no success. So whatever or whoever you love, put in the effort, show your love through your actions, because love is a verb. And embrace your labor of love. So as this broadcast is going out, tomorrow Venus will be conjunct Pluto. Pluto is the planetoid of the underworld, which was the great womb in the ancient world. So this is a time to transform through love, through the power of love. And it's in the sign of Aquarius, the new age, the astrological age of 2,000 years that we are now moving into, that is birthing through us all. So whatever it is that you do it with love. You know, when I lived in Bali, the thing that struck me is the most menial job would be done with such dignity because they brought their presence to it. Yeah, they would bring honor because they did it with love. They did it from the heart. So wherever you are, I wish you a beautiful Friday, a beautiful weekend. And yeah, may you feel love in your heart and to your left, your right, behind you, before you, above and below you. Thanks for watching, and feel free to share this.